We love Cappy Games at Day of the Devs. They've been making incredible games for 20 years up in Toronto. You might know them for games like Below or Super Brother Sword and Sorcery, or maybe you know their incredible puzzle games like Grindstone and Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Well, if you're in the latter, we're very excited to announce their next great puzzle game.
Hey Moonies, welcome to my other stream. Sis.
Hi, I'm Eileen from Cappy Games.
And I'm Dan, Cappy's creative director.
We're so thrilled today to be able to give you a first look at what we've been up to at the studio since releasing Grindstone. Introducing Battle Vision Network.
Hey Moonies, welcome to my next stream, Day of the Devs. Oh boy. Hope you guys can hear me. Woo! Sis. In hindsight, I really should have just done one stream of this, not separate it into multiple streams.
Fast-paced online battles.
It's a 1v1 puzzle battle in the galaxy's most watched sport.
Alright, testing. Can you hear me?
Battle Vision Network is a spiritual successor to one of Cappy's most beloved classic games, Might and Magic Clash of Heroes.
Boy.
BVN reimagines Clash of Heroes puzzle combat design
so far
to
not
center
interested in these
indie
indie games.
Felt was one of its most interesting facets, multiplayer.
Over several rounds, take turns launching attacks by creating color-matched formations with your units. Vertical matches create attackers, horizontal matches create defenders.
The rapid-fire matches last a couple of minutes.
Here's Candy Crush for the casual gamers. Sis.
BVN teams spend a season vying for the title of champion, and the player community ultimately decides which team takes the crown.
Choose between multiple teams, bursting with personality and characters, each with its own playstyle and home arena.
Win a match with the Ragtags team, that win shapes the stats, outcome, and narrative events of the season for everyone.
Gameplay is simple enough to jump into, but as you rise in the ranks, you'll unlock new units, each with game-changing abilities, and discover endless new tactics and strategies. Charismatic captains front each team. Captains run the playfield with big personalities and outsized power in the form of tide-turning special abilities.
Sis. Even the gameplay's boring, like what the fuck?
We weren't just influenced by our own game, Clash of Heroes. We were also inspired by the theatricality and spectacle of Eurovision. Cappy's art team has outdone themselves with a fantastic roster of hand-drawn and hand-animated characters, fashion-forward collectible outfits.
Not a big fan of the art style.
Battle Vision Network is a live, season-based game with new twists, new characters, fresh rankings, and narrative surprises emerging every season.
Also excited to feature a phenomenal soundtrack by our frequent collaborators, the incredible Jim Guthrie and Sam Webster.
You'll be able to play BVN on mobile, PC, and console, and we'll be announcing more details soon.
We're so thankful to Day of the Devs for a chance to introduce Battle Vision Network. I'm grateful to our awesome partners, Netflix. Wishlist the game to join the fun.
Battle Vision Network!
Our next title comes to us from the Game Bakers, a small studio in Montpellier, France, who claim to make games the same way they cook food, with a lot of love. Their next dish comes to us piping hot, fresh from the oven. It'll take us to dizzying heights, which quite frankly give me the heebie-jeebies.
Another cooking
so
game.
Hold on tight, making its gameplay debut today. This is Cairn.
You better wow me. The Game Bakers. Wait, we just saw this. What the fuck? I mean, how did an indie game get the opportunity to show their trailer twice? You know, this is so gay.
I'm Emric from the Game Bakers. Maybe you know us for Fury or Haven. Fury was a hack and slash and Haven an RPG, but both were games about freedom. Live free, free to love who you want. Today I'm presenting our next game, Cairn, the final part of our Freedom trilogy.
No one cares. No one cares.
In Cairn, you play an alpinist who's climbing a deadly mountain.
Looks pretty boring.
You put your life at risk to reach a summit that nobody reached before. You are obsessed by this ascent and you are climbing to free yourself from your own chains. Cairn is what we call a survival climber. You have to climb, but also survive in the mountain. The climbing is very realistic. You can climb absolutely everywhere as long as you manage to keep your balance and stamina. If you are careless, you fall. Falling, trying again the same route or a completely different route, trying over and over. To make it, you have to push yourself, to go beyond your limits. Each wall to climb feels like an opponent, almost like a boss fight. Even though you can climb free solo, alpinism has a natural checkpoint device, pitons. But you have a limited amount, and using them at the right time is key. Eventually, reaching the top of the wall is extremely satisfying. It's freeing. Thanks for watching, and wishlist the game to stay tuned.
A two-person team in Canada has been developing this next game in absolute secrecy over the last 3 years. And as a fellow Canadian, I call dibs on introducing it. You may also recognize one of the developers' voices from their wildly popular YouTube channel. From Nanopark Studios and I Am 8-Bit Presents, prepare yourself for... wait for it.
Hello there, my name's Brandon.
And I'm Danny, and we are here to show you our game, Pedal Runner.
Pedal Runner is a retro-flavored slice-of-life RPG where you play as a motorcycle courier that delivers pets to people in a city called Sapphire Valley.
In Sapphire Valley, the company Hannah Pets has developed new devices called Leap Cells to power their newest generation of digital pets by using an unexpected fuel source: flowers.
Leap cells are delivered and installed by specialized couriers known as pedal runners. As a pedal runner, this installation involves planting the cell and calibrating it by performing a sequence of quick and varied minigames. Once that calibration is complete, the new Hannah pet begins to form. You play as Callie, who's a new recruit in the Pedal Runner program. So being new in town and with a bit of a shy personality, Callie does encounter a few challenges along the way, just from the difficulty of dealing with customers or talking to people in general, to their rivalry with a fellow recruit. Fortunately, Callie is joined by their pet companion, Kira.
Kira is unique in that he's an older type of Hannah Pets, which is a simpler and now obsolete handheld model. So with that outdated tech, Kira has some quirks, like his battery isn't always reliable. But he's way more outgoing than Callie, and so he's great to have around when meeting new people. He's practically indispensable. The Pedal Runner program will take Callie and Kira through the 4 unique districts of Sapphire Valley. Along the way, mysterious occurrences will begin to surface, and we will encounter individuals who think that there may be more to uncover about the new Hannah Pets sensation.
So, it's got motorcycles, robots, there's flowers, there's pets. We tried to really give the story some heart to it, and we just hope you have fun playing.
And thanks for checking out Pedal Runner.
Developed in Shanghai by Polar's Studio, our next game is a dystopian thriller that's as every bit Orwellian as it is Lynchian. It's a tale of temporal technologies, unimaginable body horrors, and psychedelic nightmares. This is Karma: The Dark World.
Hi，各位好， 我是卡玛的 Dark World 的创意总监王永鹤。我们团队月朗工作室来自于中国上海，团队的目标是带给全球玩家有趣且有深度的叙事驱动类游戏。很荣幸借此机会向各位玩家展示由我们才华横溢的月朗团队所制作的第一款游戏《卡玛 The Dark World》。这是一款第一人称叙事驱动类的心理恐怖游戏，玩家将扮演利维坦思想局的任务干员丹尼尔，他的主要任务目的是潜入嫌疑人的大脑并调查事件的真相。玩家将在2个不同的世界中进行冒险，去体验完全不同的情绪和故事。一个是在反乌托邦的现实世界，你将了解到扭曲、压抑、毫无人性的社会观。另一个是用记忆所构建的脑中世界，你将看见诡异恐怖的画面，但却包含了令人痛心的真相。在这个游戏中，作为探员，你需要坚守意志，效忠这座城市的掌控者利维坦公司。但直到有一天，你发现正在调查的案件发生了翻天覆地的变化，你冰冷的心从此开始逐渐融化。
What have I done?
这就是《卡玛 The Dark World》，一个你从没有体验过、带有浓厚电影风格的反乌托邦游戏。如果你想要了解更多关于这个故事的最后的真相，请访问我们的网站 karmadarkworld.com， 我们会第一时间告知你试玩的 demo 相关时间。最后，请大家享受预告片。
My prosthetic! This isn't real. This can't be real. I will echo.
How do you follow up making 2 of the best indie games of all time? Make 50 more. That's what's happening with UFO 50. This is from the team at Mossmouth, who made Spelunky and Spelunky 2. It's as if you took the modern design sensibilities of today and went back in time and made an entire console worth of retro games. And it's coming so soon.
Hey Mooney, sorry, but I had to take an important call, so I couldn't exactly commentate on the other games. But let's take a look rundown. All right, let's see. Alright, let's see. The first 2 games of the dev showcase is pretty boring. Let's see. Didn't like the art style. Let's see.
The Network is a live, season-based game with new twists, new characters.
Not interested.
Our next title comes to us
The Game Bakers. The Game Bakers.
Not interested. No brown lady's gonna be a mountain climber.
Popular YouTube channel from Nanoparks
in a city called Sapphire Valley.
Yeah, this does look like a Pokemon ripoff.
The company Hanapets has developed.
Anyway, hey Jibberjab, thank you for joining my stream. Woo!
Of digital pets by using
月朗工作室来自于人的大脑，并调查事件的
I
真
kind of
相。
like this karma
玩家将在
game.
2个不同的世界中进行冒险，去体验完全不同的情绪和故事。一个是在反乌托邦的现实世界，你将了解到扭曲、压抑、毫无人性的社会观。
This is your final chance. Please tell your decision.
另一个是用记忆所构建的脑中世界，你将看见诡异恐怖的画面，但却包含了令人痛心的真相。在这个游戏中，作为探员，你需要坚守意志，效忠这座城市的掌控者利维坦公司。但直到有一天，你发现正在调查的案件发生了翻天覆地的变化，你冰冷的心从此开始逐渐融化。
What have I done?
这就是《卡玛 The Dark World》，一个你从没有体验过、带有浓厚电影风格的反乌托邦游戏。
Oh, cool.
如果你想要了解更多关于这个故事的最后的真相，请
I
访
can
问我
see
们的网站
Silent Hills, The Evil
karmadarkworld.com。
Within,
我们会第一时间告知你试玩的 demo 相关时间。最后，请大家享受预告片。
Has anyone noticed the main character of Karma looks similar to Leslie from The Evil Within? And I'm also seeing some Silent Hills homages. Homage or whatever. Yeah.
Fuck! My prosthetic! This isn't real. This can't be real.
Karma. Alright, alright. It looks interesting.
How do you follow up making 2 of the best indie games of all time? Make 50 more. That's what's happening with UFO 50. This is from the team at Mossmouth.
Skip. Not interested. Oh, hey Smacklord. Thank you for joining my stream, dude. Exclusive for Netflix.
Hi everyone,
Oh,
I'm Gabe
no.
Ettery, the co-founder and studio manager of Spryfox.
And I'm Jamie Antonise, lead narrative designer of Cozy Grove Camp Spirit.
I don't think Netflix would be making any games. I just have a bad feeling. And besides, look at how they've increased their subscription prices, but that's another argument for another day.
We hope you enjoyed the worldwide premiere of Cozy Grove Camp Spirit. We're really grateful to be a part of Day of the Devs alongside so many creative and inspiring developers. We started Spryfox 14 years ago with the goal of making the world a happier place. This is the first game we're launching since we became part of Netflix. That's allowed us to focus all of our energies on making this game as delightful and meaningful as possible, and to bring it to all Netflix users without any advertisements or in-app purchases of any kind. We feel really lucky.
As you just saw, Cozy Grove Camp Spirit takes place on a haunted island where you'll assist an unusual assortment of troubled but insanely cute ghostly bears.
Can you show us some
Each bear has a
gameplay?
unique personality and backstory that unfolds through your interactions with them. It's a spooky but heartwarming life sim game where your small daily acts of kindness advance the story.
We want Cozy Grove Camp Spirit to be a game that you can come back to at your own pace for months, if not years to come. We want it to be a game that brings you joy and relaxation whenever you need it most. And hopefully, it'll be a game with a story that sticks with you forever, because the characters really make
Oh, really?
Cozy Grove Camp Spirit is launching soon, so pre-register now on your mobile app store to be the first Spirit Scout on the island.
And it's a
We'll see you
mobile
there.
game. Sis,
Are
so
you a
gay.
dog lover? Then you'll be super into our next title.
Seriously, no
I'm more into
gameplay?
cats.
You
This game
suck.
is just so
Sprary
cute, I can't
Fox.
help but be into it. Enjoy this teaser from Studio Tolima and publisher Don't Nod, featuring a puppy and their person.
Ew, don't
Hey.
nod.
Hello everyone. My name is Ben. I'm the founder and creative director at Studio Tolima. We're a small indie studio based in Brussels, Belgium, and we are working on our first title, Koira.
Koira. Not really impressed.
Koira is a narrative game where you wake up in a snowy forest and encounter a small puppy who got trapped. You set him free, and together you go on a beautiful adventure and set out to reach Koira's house. This relationship is really at the heart of our game. In Koira, you go through a musical forest, filled with sounds to discover and interact with. For example, each character and animal in the forest is voiced by a different instrument. And you can use their voice to interact with the world.
That's kind of
To
cool.
activate ancient statues, to speak to whimsical animals, and to earn the trust of the puppy. To progress through the story, you can also manipulate items and use
Yeah,
your
you're
new
right,
companion's
Jibber Jab.
unique
I'm not
abilities.
really impressed by these
With these, you can
indie
solve
games.
puzzles, but you can also just play together. For example, by playing.
Alright, alright. I know I sound pretty silly right now, but why are indie games so uniform? Like, it's usually a cartoony borderline Pixar style and is either a farming simulator or something more pleasant. I mean, come on. Indie games used to be so diverse, but diverse in genre, I mean. Now everything just looks the same. I mean, just in all indie games, you're just playing through a forest. See, as a cartoon character. And I can imagine what you guys are going to type up. And not only that, but indies are now made by the most insufferable people. But I digress.
In fetch, building snowmen.
Let's get this
or
Hitsu
my
on the
personal
road.
favorite, playing hide and seek.
Man, I'm so bored.
As they journey through the winter wonderland, they encounter obstacles.
Better yet, if it's got a beautiful art style
Skip.
or a captivating narrative to pull you through. Well, this game has all of that. This is Arranger from indie supergroup Furniture and Mattress.
Hola, soy Nico Recabarren de Mendoza, Argentina. Hace un tiempo hice un juego de puzzles multipremiado llamado Ethereal, junto con Tommy Batista. Desde entonces hemos estado trabajando muy duro en una aventura mucho más ambiciosa, junto con nuevos amigos. David Hellman, cuyo arte expresivo seguramente recuerdes por Braid, y Nick Sander, que con su humor y creatividad probablemente te ha hecho soltar más de una risa con Carto. Con nuestra visión creativa compartida queremos traerles algo que se sienta fresco y ligero. Ojalá les guste este nuevo vistazo a Arranger.
Jeez. I know these indie streams are supposed to, you know, hype up their product, but so far I'm just seeing these indie devs just blowing smoke up their asses. And less gameplay footage, seriously.
A role puzzling adventure.
Helped by the strange way that she moves through the world. As she moves, objects on the same row or column move with her. And if she gets to the edge of the gameplay grid, she loops around to the other side.
Yes.
We use this core set of mechanics in a wide variety of...
Alright, Jibber Jab, you said, trying to recreate what the really popular indies I've done, most likely a lot of games that are just like X, but and it's agitating. Yeah.
interesting ways throughout the adventure.
Man.
Never
seriously. The gaming industry needs a reset. Like, I don't mind if we have the equivalent of the Great Depression in the gaming industry. We just need to start all over from zero.
hesitating on any one idea for too long, to keep things feeling breezy, playful, and respectful of your time. The entire game world exists on a sprawling, interconnected grid, on which you'll find towns.
Am I getting older, or is it because the world is becoming more boring? Who knows?
Spaces to navigate,
I would say both.
optional puzzles and exciting mysteries, and dungeons teeming with monsters to puzzle your way past. Or through. Told through expressive comic-style cutscenes. We follow Gemma on her journey of self-discovery. Heading out beyond the walls of her town, she soon discovers a beautiful, inspiring world. But also one ruled by fear and a strange, immovable force called the Static. Can she disrupt a culture of stagnation and find a place to fit into it? Find out in a new type of role puzzling game
Arranger.
when Arranger launches on July 25th.
Not my cup of
There's never been a
tea.
bigger red herring than the developer name Cozy Game Pals, because their idea of cozy is a little twisted.
I'm
Here's
tired
your
of
world
cozy
premiere
games.
first
Sit.
look at
There's
the
too
very
many
first
of them,
release
damn it.
From Blumhouse Games.
Amy?
Oh, wait.
Are you okay?
Oh, Sid, it's that game. Oh, Sid. I actually want to play this game.
Nah, it's totally empty. I hope the board looks as creepy as I imagine. Let's go. With hands entwined and hearts aligned, we seek the realm of the undefined.
What was that?
Don't worry, Viv. if any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
Amy!
Alright, this actually looks cool. Like
Get out of here!
a giant Silent Hill homage. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't mind playing this game. Sit.
Hello?
Amy!
Just go home, Viv.
Alright, this looks
I'll
promising.
save you, no matter what. Don't worry, Viv.
Let's see.
Everything is going to be spectacular.
Fear the spotlight.
So happy.
Alright, alright. I wouldn't mind playing this game. Sit. Alright, Jibber Jab, he said, my friends ask me why I play the same old games over and over again. I'd rather play those than pay for an inferior or alternative version. Exactly. Smacklord, he said, where did that AF Catboy get the money to make a game studio? Cozy Games already have the market well situated from AAA and indies alike. This looks like a nice horror though. I see. Yeah, I like it too, Jibber Jab. And I get the joke, Smacklord.
A few months ago, this next game appeared on the interwebs out of nowhere. It mystified us. It seems like a novelty at first, but then you realize just how profound its mechanics and rendering engine are. From Crescent Moon Games and Those Dang Games, this is Screenbound, a game.
Hey guys, it's Josh Precison, and I'm the game
my
director of
fudge.
Screenbound. Today we'll be talking with Kyle McKeever.
There needs to be a rule, like, how do I put this? If you're gonna be an indie dev, make sure you better have some gameplay, and you should just showcase your face, like, in one corner of the screen. That's it. That's it.
Who's the game developer.
I'm just tired of these indie devs just bloviating about their game and no footage to back it up. Like, come on. Seriously.
We'll be talking about the game's mechanics, how it started, and how it's going.
Hi, my name is Kyle McKeever, and I am the developer of Screenbound. And Josh, you and I have been working together on Screenbound for a couple months now. Do you want to talk about the idea of how Screenbound came to be?
So I was watching a video of someone playing a Game Boy, and I don't know why it
within a
came
game.
to mind exactly, but just seeing the image of someone holding a device in their hand with an environment in the background and something happening on the screen. And you think, how could you link this all?
Jeez. I understand the idea, but this game was poorly executed. At least I think so. A couple of years ago, I remember seeing a trailer for a game. Basically, you take pictures, and the pictures in that game, it becomes part of the scenery as a form of an optical illusion. Now, that's a better version of this game. Cease. Or whatever. Part of the reason why the gaming industry is so stagnating is because, well, indie devs are trying to recreate the wheel. They're trying to recreate old games. You need to try something new at the very least.
All together into a game where you're playing on the screen and you've got a 3D environment and they're both linked. It started with a little prototype of just a character holding the device, having an endless running motion and jumping at the same time as seeing it in 2D and 3D.
And then the other part of it was the controls from the prototype. They weren't set in place.
I think we were having this problem where you're exploring this world but only facing forward, and you can move side to side, but you're only looking in front of you. So at first we're like, okay, maybe we can just do a 180 so you can at least go backwards, because we were constantly moving forward in 3D space. So we tried that. That felt a little weird. And then at that point I was like, you know what? Since most of the games out there that people are familiar with are first person.
Seriously, this looks like fucking Unreal 3D assets just mashed together in this rip-off Mario world. Cease. Boring.
Shooter games. Why don't we try FPS controls? And then you implemented an FPS controller and kept the 2D essentially the same. And for some reason, it just miraculously worked.
Yeah. Notice the brown hands, chat.
So the device itself that you use in Screenbound is a quantum device. How that works in the context of the game is that the 2D world that's presented on the screen is actually projecting an environment as a 3D world, which is also how...
You know, if this game had an option to make your own levels like in Mario Maker, well, that'd be pretty cool. Well, somewhat.
Works in the level editor, because the level editor is 2D, and once you finish your level, or you're finished working on it, it actually builds the entire 3D geometry out and creates a 3D world. Both dimensions are equally important, and you have to be paying attention to both to get anywhere in the game. Because, first of all, the enemies are in 2D. So if you're walking along in 3D and you're not looking at the screen, you're going to die probably within 5 to 10 seconds because you're going to be hit by an enemy. You're going to see some distortion effect on the screen, and that's where like the two dimensions meet, and you're going to get pushed back and you're going to lose some health from your battery bar.
Oh,
but
jeez.
immediately you're going to realize that you can't play one or the other dimension.
I still have my Game Boy Advance SP, and I love it. Oh boy, I hope the little guy's still working. Cease.
You have to be paying attention to both.
When I'm testing and developing, if I lose track of the 2D side, I'm always running into enemies. And that's how you die. The biggest risk in 3D is literally falling. It's pretty clear cut though, because everything translates fairly one-to-one. If there's like pixelated grass in the 2D world, there's going to be grass in the 3D world. Same with trees.
Yeah, all that stuff crosses over, except some of the puzzle elements or some of the things you only see in 2D or you only see in 3D, like the fan.
Yeah, you kind of solve puzzle elements more so on the 3D side, but then you survive threats by focusing on the 2D side.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll talk soon.
Our next game takes what you might consider a dream
Yeah.
job and adds a heap of dread.
Yeah, it's a gender
You play
blob.
as a zookeeper tending to animals, except something is terribly
Chat.
wrong.
Hey, chat, can you guess the
Developed by
gender?
an international team at Clapperheads. This
Troon
is
alert,
Zoocosis.
troon alert.
And I promise you've never seen
Okay,
giraffes like
Jibber
this
Job,
before.
you have to go to work. You'll rejoin when you can. Alright, see you, dude.
You think they're cute?
Thank you for joining my stream.
I don't. You've all been to the zoo, and each of you has your favorite animals. But do you know what happened here at night?
Stay safe,
behind
Jibber
closed
Job.
doors? I'm Valentin Shukin, the lead game designer of the Zoocosis game, and I invite you become a night zookeeper.
Zoocosis?
Oh, you finally awake? Good. Get up. It's time to get to work. Hurry up.
Oh, dang. I might need to get some new headphones.
Nothing to worry about. What was that? There's something in the works that you're not ready to know about yet.
The plot of Zoocosis was written in the best traditions of the thriller and horror genres, with
So basically, this game is animals are scary. Whoa. Wait, skip?
Follow our main character Adam as he waits his way through the various scenarios of everyday life.
Ooh. Okay, okay. Kinda cool. We're fighting some animal chimeras.
The giraffe head
Cease.
acting like a large anaconda, slithering with its jaw unhinged and try to bite you. The concept of the giraffe set the basis of each animal having their own unique design and their mutation.
there also will be many endings in the game. Each of the endings depends.
And some of these animals were totally not ripped off of Parasite Eve. Just look away, look away.
And the choices made by the player during the game. Planning out all the endings was quite challenging. We dedicated a substantial amount of time structuring the paths and dialogues into a unified framework to ensure seamless functionality.
Every zookeeper is entitled to a service car. This one's mine.
I'm the founder of Obtrusion Games. We're a game studio based in Irvine. Today, I'm thrilled to reintroduce our latest game, While Waiting.
Sis. A game about waiting in life.
While Waiting is a game.
Really? That sounds pretty boring. And speaking of which, there's a Japanese game that I want to play. Basically, it's like a choose your own adventure in a similar cartoonist art style. You probably know what I'm talking about. I think it was called COMMIE or Read the Room. It's pretty cheap on PSN, but whatever.
About waiting for things to happen, waiting for the bus, waiting for the traffic, waiting for the line to move.
Why the fuck is this even a game? Sit.
Follow our main character Adam as he waits his way through the various scenarios of everyday life. Maybe you want to be a well-behaved kid and embody good old-fashioned patience.
Oh my fudge.
Or perhaps you want to get up to a little
oh my fudge.
tomfoolery.
This is so boring.
A lot of it. For people who really want to do something, you can find your own way to kill the time. We also have prepared a list of meaningless challenges to help you with it.
Boring. Sis.
If they're too hard, or maybe not your cup of tea, that's okay. We also have a very, very helpful fidget button, specially designed for you. Just press it. Explore over 100 hand-painted levels.
Oh my fudge.
Full of mini-games, fun little interactions, Easter eggs, and
Yay.
things you should definitely not try in your daily life. Don't worry about Adam though, he's a tough little guy. Get to know his family, his friends, and his victims.
Oh jeez.
As you follow Adam's life from birth to death with every mundane thing in between. But do remember, your goal is to wait, nothing else.
Who the fuck wants to play this? Jeez. How many under the table jobs did this dev get to promote his crappy game?
Wish list.
During the selection process, this next game really
caught
my
eye.
It's got cyberpunk vibes, horror vibes, ghost vibes, all the vibes. With this game, Toronto-based developer Rocket Adrift really captured something unique.
Wait a minute. Did I just hear the resound? And we're like, damn, what is wrong with my voice? Damn, sit. Hold on a minute.
Vibes.
I could have swore I've heard the resound.
Toronto-based developer Rocket Adrift really captured something unique.
There, I heard it. Man, these characters are ugly. Oh, whatever.
Psychroma is a cyberpunk horror game. One of the concepts that we wanted to really emphasize was identity, what it means to be a
Chat. That's a dude. That's a dude. That's a man, baby.
Who you are and how horrific it might be if that was stripped from you. The protagonist has amnesia. You don't know who you are.
The idea of losing yourself, it seems like it should be the one thing that can't be taken away from you.
We wanted to set the game into a kind of cyberpunk future. We were really interested in the paranormal concepts and the more grounded future technology. Cyberpunk has a lot of themes that fit well with the story that we wanted to tell. The idea of what makes humans human, having your environment really impact who you are and what you're dealing with, this kind of dystopian future.
That's fucking ugly.
That's kind of horrific in itself.
Man, these characters are fucking
Hayes,
ugly.
We also decided to make them non-binary and biracial. Part of that
Of
is
course.
that, like, creates a rift in their ability to, like, connect with other people. And so Psychroma was a great way for me to explore that part of myself. And, like, not being black enough for the black community and obviously not white passing. And I've never really been able to explore that or really
gay.
talk about that openly until now, I think. We like to write from our own perspectives, and I feel like that's really helpful for a certain kind of player that's
Oh
looking
boy,
for
here
that
comes
in
the
their
eye
narrative-driven
bullshit.
games. It really is amazing to see people interact with the media you made and, like, get it. For anyone else out there that's looking to make impactful indie games, it's going to be hard, but the feeling that you get when you get that game into someone's hands, there's nothing else like it. And for me, it's way worth it.
Psychroma. More like psychosis.
It's time to get cozy. And this game is about as cozy as it gets, because it's about houses. Just not quite in the way you'd expect. By Tanant Games, this is Building Relationships.
You can sound how bored I am.
Jeez. And I'm here to show you probably the most stupid game you'll see all day today. It's a silly adventure game where you play as a house on a date. And it's called Building Relationships. Take a look.
What the fuck is this? Building relationships.
In this game, you'll find yourself as a new arrival on the island. You'll be exploring the area, moving around.
Seriously? Seriously, this is a game nowadays? What the fuck is this shit? So this is pretty much, what was the name of that game? The game where you roll around collecting stuff? Oh yeah, this is basically Katamari Damacy with no personality to it.
Just like a real house. Here's a bunch of wacky structures you can meet. Like Mint, who's a friendly apartment, here to help introduce you to the other.
This is fucking gay. This is fucking gay.
Or Millie, who's this tall windmill that...
What the fuck is this? Who let mental paces become game devs? Sit.
might just step on you if you ask them nicely.
What the fuck?
You'll also find these chesters hiding around the island. They're not looking for a date, they're in a very complicated polycube. But they'll help you unlock new abilities like jumping.
What even is this?
And wave dashing. If you're looking for a break, there's a bunch of fishing spots around the island. Though the local wildlife might not be what you expected.
Oh, it looks like there's a few questions on stream.
let me take a look.
Sis.
Is this a dating sim? Not exactly. There's some dating elements, but the story all takes place in one day. So think of it more like
Oh my
a short hike,
fudge.
but stupid.
So fucking gay.
Are you okay?
Hold on. You, sir, are a fag, and your sits are retarded.
No. Is my mother proud of me? No. Can you have sex in the game? No.
Ew.
But there is some plans.
Who
for
the fuck wants to
DLC,
play this?
Because just like in real life, you have to pay extra for that. An unexpected adventure awaits in building relationships. Wishes now on Steam.
Ladies, gentlemen, and the sexually confused. This is the nadir of gaming. Like, this shouldn't be in the Summer Games Fest. This is like some sort of nonsense game created with Unreal assets that you'll see at the bottom of a Steam list. Like, come on. Seriously, if SGF was really good, we would have seen the Coffin of Annie and Lily episode 3 trailer. But I digress. The gaming industry doesn't want us to pass its boundaries. See, it's fucking cowards.
Man, what am I doing in my life?
Last summer, Day of the Devs featured
What
a
the
little
fuck
known
was
game
that?
celebrates the everyday and turns it into something therapeutic. It became an absolute hit, and we're oh so happy to world premiere their latest DLC.
Hello, I'm Annie. And this is Lucas. Here we are, working hard finding stars for A Little to the Left. It's a game where you solve puzzles by organizing household items.
Yeah, no.
We think it's neat that there are different ways to arrange things. In
So basically, OCD the game. Sis.
our game, you find stars with each arrangement that you discover. And we really leaned into this idea for our new DLC, A Little to the Left, Seeing Stars. Seeing Stars is all about multiple solutions.
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is up with millennial game devs? Like, come on. Like, you're turning mundane sit into games. Like, come on. You can't even make this sit interesting. Just, you play a game where houses are flying over, talking to each other, and that's it. And now you're playing OCD the game? Really? This is so fucking gay. The gaming industry needs its own Great Depression. Fucking seriously.
There are 33 new levels and 5 additional bonus levels to unlock. Some levels have up to 5 different ways to solve them.
Built for your
In total,
Alzheimer
there
grandpa.
are 100
Sit.
stars to
Fuck
discover.
this sit.
We've introduced interactive items that fold, flap, stick, stack, smash.
Skip.
Hello, my name is Sasha, and I'm the lead narrative designer of the upcoming narrative game.
No, no. Pidgeets. Coffee Talk and What Comes After. Never heard of those games. And the art style is fucking gay and ugly.
This game is about a musician in Jakarta who hears the voice of his girlfriend after her death.
Come on, Nama, get up!
It will explore the theme of love, dealing
Are there any white people in Jakarta? But I digress.
with loss and grief, and finding your true self in the. And I know how much he loved this project.
So
and he
gay.
would want the world to listen to this story. So we are more than
I don't care who passed away. Sit. Your game sucks.
Fahmi love Jakarta very much. I'm always the introvert side of our friendship duo, and he was always the one who took me to all the wonderful places in Jakarta I used to never know about. And most of those places made it into the game, like the places where he loved ramen, or where he would get his coffee, or like where he would meet his friends, or music. And I've enjoyed exploring those places in the game, like we used to do. we've had the pleasure of working with a wonderful shoegaze band from Jakarta, Alfalfa. They are very brilliant. Sorry, I can't really help handling about them. Like, they are so good. And Alfalfa will be making the soundtrack for Afterlife EP, including the music Rama plays in the rhythm game.
Who the fuck wants this?
We are also really happy to be working with our main artist, Soyatu. Soyatu has breathed life into our characters with his very distinctive art style and also his love for the underground music scene. We don't have the release date yet, but we expect it to be released
get on with the show.
This year.
Move along.
Please bear with us a little longer, and thank you so much for your support.
Dude, early 2000s Newgrounds animations look better than this shit. Seriously. I could be playing Friday Night Funkin' mods that look better than this crap. Jeez. Fuck this.
Phoenix Springs. In this neo-noir adventure, you'll search for your lost brother while navigating a captivating world with one of the most striking color palettes I've ever seen.
Hi, I'm Jigme Oiser, co-founder of Caligram Studio, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to our mystery adventure game, Phoenix Springs.
When I finally find him, my brother makes me promise not to go to the Oasis, so of course it's where I end up.
You play as Iris Dormer, a reporter whose search for a brother leads her to this beautiful yet eerie desert oasis named Phoenix Springs.
It is a beautiful place to explore.
Yeah.
Life is slow. The air is clean.
So fucking gay.
Secrets are kept. But should I stop looking for answers?
You can tell these game devs want to be some pretentious indie movie directors, but whatever. Cease. I understand video games are being viewed as art, but they need to have some interactivity, aka gameplay. And the gameplay is fucking boring here. And so is the narrative.
We call it a modern point-and-click game. It feels like one of the classic of the 90s that we know and love. The key difference is that you don't hold objects in your inventory. What you have instead are thought combination of 3D and traditional
Just
2D
like I said
hand-drawn
before, they're
animation
trying to
and
recreate the
illustration.
past, but they suck at it. That's why the gaming industry is so stagnant. Cease.
Over the last year, we've been incredibly lucky to be able to take the game on the road. Places like South by Southwest Sydney, the London Games Festival, or IndieX in Lisbon, where he won the award for Best Art Direction. But really what we saw, the value of these events like Day of the Devs, it's not just being able to get the games in front of players, but really connect with other developers, especially in small teams, who might be facing the same challenges you do.
I will never stop looking for answers.
The game is set to release on September the 16th, 2024.
And no one's gonna buy that shit, really.
So you know what to do. And in the meantime, on behalf of the whole team, thanks again to Day of the Devs. And we really can't wait to welcome you all into this little world that we created for you.
Road 96, Lost in Harmony, 1111, Memories Retold. Developer Digix Art out of France has had a pretty prolific run, and we're so very proud to world premiere their very next game. Spoiler alert, it has a lot of
Out of all the indie games being showcased, I'm only interested in Fear the Spotlight. Damn, what is up with my voice? Shit.
water.
I kind of want something sweet, but
Hi
I'll be
everyone,
alright.
we're Audition Ayub from Jigsaw.
Here is the project that we've been working on for the past 3 years since Road 96.
We are really excited to present to you our new game, Dice of Tomorrow.
So get ready to be surprised and enjoy the show.
Welcome to Pleasureland, my friend. Best place to... Wait.
Did that guy just inhale some helium?
You okay? You're not gonna die, right?
You'll learn what it costs to steal from Oben.
I hope it's the right one.
They have the same clothes.
Wait, that's not the thief. But it was your friend who did it, right? I made the mistake. You want to talk to me? Get on your knees first. Bastard! You won't get away with it! Your friend escaped with my Ozen. And now, you'll pay for it.
I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Tides tomorrow. So is that like some lamer version of Far Cry 4 or whatever? I never played any of the Far Cry series, just meh. And it's another co-op game. Move along, skip.
With Day of the Devs, our mission is always
Free admission for attendees, free to watch our streams, and free for developers to participate.
It's common for developers to pay many thousands of dollars to be involved in other showcases and events.
But Day of the Devs has never charged
Wow,
developers to
this is
participate,
fucking
and we never
boring.
will.
This is only possible due to sponsorships and charitable contributions from people like you.
We want to continue doing Day of the Devs forever. But we're
Jeez.
not going to lie, these events and shows cost a lot, and fundraising
I'd
is
rather
hard.
play the Columbine game than
enormously
the other
grateful to everyone
than these
who has
other
supported
games.
us all these years. But for Day of the Devs to continue, we're going to need ongoing support.
So please, if you love discovering new games and
No, this is all retarded. And this indie presentation sucked dick. Alright? Seriously, this is getting an F for me. And the SGF, well, it was pretty average, so that gets a C minus. And it's almost time for the Devolver, whatever, presentation, so I'm gonna get ready for the next stream. Moonies, this gaming presentation for this year is not really going so well. But nevertheless, I'm hyped for Metaphor ReFantasio, as well as Fear the Spotlight. Anyway, hold on a minute.
supporting emerging developers.
If you would like for us to keep on shining the spotlight on creators,
And especially if you are in a leadership position at a studio, publisher, or platform,
and have budgets that you can tap into,
then please consider donating to Day of the Devs.
Without your donations, without your sponsorship,
without your help, none of this can continue.
And remember, we're an official 501c3 nonprofit organization.
So all contributions are tax deductible.
To find out more and make a donation, head on over to dayofthedevs.com
or email sponsorships@dayofthedevs.org.
Thank you so much for your continued support.
Yeah, fuck you. This indie dev stream sucks. Anyway, see you at the next stream, Moonies. We're not quite done yet. Just make sure you follow us at Twitch and on YouTube at Moonlight Gaming. And check out our main channel, Moonlight Artists. See you next stream, folks. Woo.